Alright, so this is the video I said I would make, which is the guide to where, like, guide for this game. It kind of shows you where every character's item is, and, well, yeah, it just shows you where every item is, like every task item. So I will be going in alphabetical order, so I'll be starting at Harumi and ending at Vladimir. So just letting you know. And there will be timestamps in the video showing, so if you need to look for a specific character, you can just click on the timestamp in the description to find that specific character, or just look on the video, because it'll have the little thingy, I think. I should have the little, the part in the bar where it shows you which part is which, so. Alright, let's get started, I guess. Okay, so our first task of the list would be Harumi, and she's the easiest one. She's right in the same... She's in the same dorm as you, so you could just go up the stairs, and here she is. You go and talk to her, and she wants her notes, which she's left in the abandoned room. Alright, so Harumi's notes can be found right here on the table on the right side of the room. And funny enough, hers is the only... She's the only person who has a task that actually is in the abandoned room. Alright, next one will be Alex, which she'll be right here. I mean, if you just ran to this room. And she wants some reference materials in the library. Alright, so Alex is one of 3 people who require reference materials in this room. Well, require books. And hers is behind the cafe table, right here on this bookshelf. Right next to the light brown one. Alright, next is April, and she wants a calendar. And I honestly don't know why she wants a calendar when she already owns one. Oh, wait, hold on. Next one is April. And she wants a calendar, but, I mean, it's kind of funny because she already owns a calendar, so... So her calendar would be in the dorm So, okay, let's just orientate ourselves really quickly, just so you can get a reference of what I'm talking about. So this is the dorm you start in. This is where your room is. You used to have a room in both, so that was a little confusing, but this is the only one you have a room in now. So we're going to consider this way, towards the police station, is north, and away from the police station is south. This is west, and that is east. So this is going to be the west dorm, and this is where April's is going to be. April's dorm is on the 3rd floor, right next to Alex's, the 3rd room, and her task, which is a calendar, should be right on her desk. Alright, the next task is Austyn's task, which is right here in this room. And he wants to give a gift to Katie. And if we talk to Katie here, she wants to collect model cars. Alright, so if we head into the east dorm, as you can see, you don't have a room here, it's now vacant. If we head into Austyn's room, he has a model car on his desk, and that is his task item. Alright, so Coffee's task is next, and she wants a frap that she's ordered, and she forgot about it. Did she forget about it? Alright, so Coffee's task will be right here, which is her frap on the left side of the desk. And this is quite simple, because, I don't know what I was going to say there. Okay, and it actually is quite convenient. I meant to say convenient. Because Dakota's right here, and he wants coffee beans. Alright, so heading over to the train station, you'll be able to find Dakota's task right here. I don't know why he leaves it out in the middle of the train station like this. Alright, so if you've been going in order, by the time you get to this part, Daria should be just here talking with Chad, your senpai. Or whoever you've chosen as your senpai, I guess. And she wants a cake, which is quite easy. You can find Daria's cake over here on the 3rd shelf. Alright, so their next task is Evelyn's task, which is that she left something very important somewhere. And I don't quite get what she means when she says she left it at home. Or something like that, but hers is quite easy to do. Alright, so heading into the train station, you can find Evelyn's cell phone. I believe that's what this is. On the floor. Well, yeah, right by the seats. Alright, so the next task would be Gregoriy. Which his his task is just he wants you to repay him practically anything for 500,000 ruble clothing. Alright, so in the East Dorm, in Vasya's room, you can find an item that's Cubby. I believe that actually has his face on it, Gregory's face on it, so. And that's his task item, you can just give it to him. Alright, so next one is Jeanne, which actually, hers is incredibly easy because it's right here. So you could just give her a frap right now, which, yeah, right there. It's literally right here. If you ordered them both, if you did both coffee and Jeanne's task at the same time, coffee's is on the left, Jeanne's is on the right. And here's another easy one, which is Jesus, which he's right here. So you can just go do his task. And his books would be right over here on this bookshelf right here. It's really hard to see. There, you can see it. It's just right here on this bookshelf. All right, next is Katie. She's another easy one because of where she is right now. She dropped her manga somewhere, which, I mean, it's quite easy. If she just looked around and opened her eyes, she could actually peer over and see that her manga is right here. Right next to the garbage. Our next task person is Kiki, and she wants to get a friend a gift who's into sports. Kiki's task is pretty easy. You can find it over here, right out in the open, a little ball, and you can give that to her. It's right here. I really don't know what kind of ball this is supposed to be. Kind of looks like a marble to me, but. Alright, so our next task is probably the weirdest one in my opinion, which is Lucy. I have no clue why she just dances in front of this volcano, but it's also very easy because she's just right here. She wants a mushroom that grows near volcanoes, and it's right in front of her. She could just pick it up. It's right there. Just grab it, Lucy. You want a mushroom? Just take the mushroom. All right. So our next task is Meiko's, which she wants to give a gift to a friend as well, and their name starts with a K. But it's not Katie. It would be Kiki that she wants to give a gift to. Now, if we talk to Kiki, it'll give us a hint about what item she wants, which she likes to sing a lot, but her microphone isn't very good. All right, so if every character goes back to the dorms and it's after hours, I will have a list of where every character is and where all their dorms are, so you can just go and find their dorms. I'll show a list of every floor and each dorm to show which one. But this is where Meiko's gift is, which is the microphone in the music room. All right, so our next task is Mimi's, and oh, she actually is sitting at right. I forgot this was a new thing that they say at their desks now. But she wants some flowers to bake some cookies. All right, so Mimi's is right here, the flower at the bottom of the I can't speak. Bottom part of the first shelf. All right, so our next task is Mio. And you may as well do Mio and Miu at the same time, since they're usually in the same position, around each other pretty much the entire day. So Mio's, she wants to find her handbag, which has gone missing, and it's usually where they hang out, which you never see them where her item is, but. And Miu's is a flower that only grows near volcanoes during winter. And I don't know if it's winter right now. It doesn't really look like winter to me, but. So I'm not gonna lie, Mio was a little difficult to find the first time I ever had to look for hers. And I'm a little pissed because you never see them in the area that her item is actually in. I already said that, but I just need to exemplify that they're never there. So what's the point? Hers is behind the art room, behind this little tree. And this is her handbag. It makes no sense. Alright, so after navigating through all the trees, you should be able to get to her flower, which is right back here behind the big volcano. Alright, so our next task is Oscar's task, which he's left his sketchbook somewhere. And honestly, I don't know why I found this so difficult to find where this was. I guess I overthought it and just thought it could be anywhere. Alright, so you could find Oscar's task over here in the right corner behind these pictures. Well, almost right corner, but yeah, his sketchbook's right there. Alright, the next task is Sonia's task, which hers is also quite easy. She's forgotten her flute in the music room. Alright, so you could find her flute right here on the red couch. Next one is Taika, which hers is a little confusing if you don't really know what you're looking for. She wants to improve her Japanese and she wants some reference books. And if you go off of Alex and Tatiana's tasks, you'd think that they would be in the library. But no, it's not in the library. It's in Katie's dorm, which it's just her manga. This is Tatiana's. This is Taika's. I meant to say Taika. It's Taika's task item. Okay, our last member of the West dorm would be Tatiana, and she wants some reference books, which is in the library. All right, so you could find hers over here, right in the corner. All right, so our last 3 tasks will be in the right, the east dorm. I don't know why I said right, but it's technically on the right side if you consider the west the left. But our first one is Vasya, and he's an overwhelming desire to drink milk. All right, so Vasya's definitely not really warm milk is right here, just sitting on the shelf, because there's no refrigerator. They should probably make a refrigerator, actually. All right, our next task would be Vinograd. And Vinograd has left his first copy of Skog in the computer lab. Why did I say first copy? It's first edition. His Skog first edition. Alright, so you could find the Skog first edition item right here. It's under the only desk with one computer. Well, excluding this one. That one doesn't count, it's not with the others. Alright, so our last task is Vladimir's task, which he wants some of that good stuff, you know? That they don't allow in school. I mean, he could just have some in his, like, I don't think there's anything really stopping him from owning some. They can't just be like, hey, you can't have that in the dorm, unless, maybe some dorms have some regulations about that kind of stuff, being in their dorms. Alright, and you can find Vladimir, our final task item, over here, tucked snug underneath this chair. Some of that good stuff sitting right underneath. Alright. That should conclude all the items in the whole game. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully, you're not supposed to have this in school, you know. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will have a document down below in the description showing you where all the items are. Here, Senpai, look, there's this. But yeah, you could find all the, I'll have a document in the description that it'll show you pretty much a list of everything. So all their everyone's items listed in text form with a little tiny description showing a bit more specific details on where to find each one and where everyone's dorm can be found. Like where everyone is in their dorms. I don't know if I wanted to make the map. I might make a map though. So if there's a map there, then I decided to make the map. Alright, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next one. Hope you enjoyed this. And maybe found it useful.